Hi, I hope you're all doing well. Well, I got some tips and things that works in our life for our guest here at the Hippocrates Health Institute. And I want to start with exercise because it needs to be in our life. And just taking a brisk walk, like 20 minutes of brisk walk, especially with your mate or a friend you love, and you can share things that happened today and just release that tension you've had about things so you don't get that to move over to the next day. We don't want to have those things happen because we have enough. A day should start fresh, and there is a lot of things that we have to fix from other days, but I shouldn't have all the stress about it either. So if I take a walk, yeah, that will help big time. And if I can go to the gym and start working out and putting pressure on my muscles, if I do, guess what? The bones get a message, and it's telling the bones, hey, grow more bones, get stronger. So if I'm fighting osteoporosis, osteopenia, I want to put more strength training on and work out like that, because it's amazing how you can make your bones stronger. And that is really the only way. There is no pill in the world that's going to do what strength training will do for you. So let's get going. And like we go every other day because you need 48 hours in between. And it would be good for you to have a trainer. Men are electric and we women are magnetic. So we work out a little bit different. So you need some trainer that knows what you need. And that goes for everything, really everything. And then how do we eat? We want to eat foods that have frequency. There is something called biofrequency, and that's the movement of electrons and the presence of energy. And some people call it chi, some people call it prana. Well, energy, if I want energy, and this is what we see here with our guest at Hippocrates, if I want energy, not only from exercise and sleeping well, I also want it from my food. If I cook my food, the chi and the prana and the energy, that is all gone because it's gone in the after boiling point. Well, so I eat more raw foods, I eat sprouts, and if you don't know how to do that yet, go to the health store or farmer's market, or if you have organic farms close by, and you buy all the leafy greens you can find. That's great omega-3. And great minerals, of course. And you buy sprouts like sunflower sprouts, pea sprouts, buckwheat sprouts, mung bean sprouts, broccoli sprouts, and fenugreek sprouts, and mung bean sprouts, you name it. And you make a salad. And when it comes to the oils that you put on, you want to put oils that have some good omega-3, like chia and hemp and flax and olive, but be very sparingly with that because these are concentrate. You can put chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, olives on your salad and get a good amount, because it takes 40 pounds of olives to make a quart of olive oil. So remember that. And also, if I sleep well at night, I have much more serotonin. Serotonin is the happy juice, the happy juice neurotransmitter I need all day to be able to, fight things, conquer things, and have my brain in good shape. And it's also used in muscle fiber. So you probably feel it when you don't sleep well, how you're much more stiff. You can't really work out like you want to. And if I slept really well, I'm so mobile. And that goes for everybody. If I have fibromyalgia, if I have arthritis, I need to get back into the 24-hour cycle. Our bodies work in 24-hour cycle. And if I'm off in any way, my metabolism is off. If I work late, eat late, I don't sleep enough, your whole body starts slowly but surely deteriorate. And a lot of problems come there. And then what do? We usually eat a ton of sugar because sugar stimulates you. Well, only so far, right? But we are all sugar addicts as we have been brought up in this time In the 1970s, the food industry wanted food to be able to stay long, have a long shelf life. So they took the fat and fiber out and they replaced it with sugar. So we all have had far too much sugar. And sugar is stored as whatever we can absorb with insulin into our cells. And the rest is being stored as fat. And insulin is an anabolic hormone that actually promotes fat storage. So a lot, especially this abdomen fat, is very dangerous for cardiovascular problem. And we see people decrease that abdominal fat here with the programs of exercise and diet. And so salt is another thing. Don't add any salt. When we make our green drink, which is 40% sunflower, 10% pea sprout, and then 25 celery, cucumber, and you can add, of course, any other leafy green. But the celery is our sodium, main sodium in that juice, and then the vegetables have some too, of course, and then we eat seaweeds, and there is some in there. So we create our bodies are renewed all the time. We create new skeleton every 3 months. Our skin is renewed every month. Our stomach lining is renewed every 5 days. You know how many people come here and they have antacids because they have acid reflux and everything they eat is bothering them? Yeah, usually in a week they're not bothered anymore. And many people can be lowering or getting off their antacids. So, this is definitely the way to go with the juices, with your salads full of sprouts. And if you're not going 100% raw, maybe you go 80% raw, meaning 20% will be soup, vegetable soup, bean soup, squash, and sweet potatoes, and just root vegetables. So simple dishes that will help you in your endeavor and help you to give you energy. So the main thing is, of course, if I want energy, I gotta eat foods that has energy, that is not heated over 115 Fahrenheit. And as I'm cleansing my body with these foods, I go through some detox symptoms like the headache, the nausea, and sometimes even a diarrhea for a few days as my colon is purging, and sometimes infections or just cleaning up waste. So it's very important, as we realize that our bodies, the human body, is totally not a carnivore. We were not meant to be a carnivore. We don't have fangs, like sharp fangs. We don't have sharp molars, like a carnivore. Our digestive tract, our intestines are 6 times our length. If I was meant to be a carnivore, it'd be only double its size, and I for sure have very sharp fangs and molars. So we weren't meant for that, and we're paying a big price. I was brought up, my first 15 years was on standard Swedish diet. And, a lot of problems came out of that for me, and like migraines, PMS, and eventually seizures. So I have a lot to thank the plants that I got on, and I got totally on a plant-based diet at 15. And I ran a clinic in Sweden outside Stockholm at 18, and I just were on cloud 9. I could not believe that not only did I feel better on this raw organic diet, but other people could recover from asthma, arthritis, eczema, psoriasis, so many problems that people came with that were looked upon as this is what you're going to live with, and you'll be on medication for the rest of your life. So plants have this special pesticide. They made this because they don't have feet to run away from predators. They're stuck in the ground like we feel sometimes, right? And so they, through millions of years, they created this natural pesticide that is amazing for us, amazing for our brain. Now they find in science it's amazing for Alzheimer, amazing for Parkinson. I say arthritis, I say cancer, I name it all, because this is what we have seen through 60 years. You know, the Institute now is 60 years and celebrating it, and 30 years here in Florida has been amazing. And we are grateful every day for every person that can see and feel how enriched they are by changing lifestyle. And just because it's traditions to eat certain things, like the turkey at Thanksgiving and the ham at Christmas, and you know, or whatever whatever idea you have that you need to eat because it's traditions, it doesn't mean that it's right. It means that, yes, somehow we got off track and we need to get back on track, and we're paying a big price, and the biggest price is what our children are paying with their health and with their minds, and all the psychotic drugs that are used now. In like 1 out of 7 children are using psychotic drugs. This is unheard of. And you know, I just read an article about ADHD, and a professor said this is totally fake. There's no such thing. And to have medication on this, it's unbelievably wrong. So a lot of kids are paying the price. Lifestyle has a lot to do with it. So if I want to change lifestyle, then I need to start with the foods and the juices, and I take the sugar away, and I start exercise. I'm making it fun. We take a walk with the kids. We do things. We go on a bicycle tour. We, you know, we play games, and we play games at home. There's also so many games I can play at home that instead of TV, because I sit in front of the TV, you know what you want to do? You want to snack. You want to eat because you get hungry. And so if I want to go get out of that snack time, I need to play games instead. And you know, so Monopoly, or you know, any of the fun games. That's so much better for your kids to take part. So have wonderful time. Until next